Greetings, dear viewers. This is Starcraft II, and today I'm going to be playing one of the co-op missions here. And for those who don't know, Starcraft II's multiplayer does have a mode where you can join up either with a friend, or you can join up with somebody that the game does matchmaking to pair you up with a teammate, and you take on a versus AI mission. It's got objectives and things, you know, like the kind of missions you would find in the single-player campaign. Campaigns of StarCraft II. So you can team up with another player to take on these challenging missions. And you have the choice of several different commanders to choose from. And one interesting thing about the co-op missions in this game is that even though you have all these commanders who are all the three typical races that you have Terran, you have Zerg, you have Protoss, and you got another Terran here, and you've got another Zerg, and you've got another Protoss. Even though they are all represented by the three different races of the game, each commander has unique units that are different from what you would find in typical StarCraft multiplayer. For example, Raynor has access to the Firebat, which is something you wouldn't find in a typical StarCraft multiplayer game, or the Vulture as well. You wouldn't find that in a typical StarCraft multiplayer game either. And Swan, he's got stuff of his own, like the Wraith. You wouldn't typically find a Wraith in the multiplayer version of StarCraft, and the same is true of the other units as well. Oh, sorry, the other commanders as well. Kerrigan, for example, she's got her good old-fashioned. You got your typical Zerg units here, like the Zergling, the Queen, and the Hydralisk, but she also has access to other units such as. Well, actually, these are all pretty standard, aren't they? Yeah, they're all very standard. These are all very standard Zerg units. But let's take a look at Zagara. Zagara has aberrations, which you wouldn't be able to use normally. Scourge, also a unique unit. So all kinds of very cool stuff can be done here. And the Bile Launcher as a defensive option. So really cool things, and they all play in very different ways. Anyway, I feel like this has gone on a little bit too long to explain what's going on. Now, on my Twitch stream, I did play some co-op for StarCraft, because I just felt like playing some StarCraft on stream, and I felt like playing co-op on it. And fortunately, one of my generous viewers donated enough bits to be able to purchase Stukov. Yes, there are some locked commanders. You can see the locked icons here for like Abathur, and for Alarak, Nova, Stukov, and Phoenix. These are locked characters. You have to purchase these commanders, and they cost $5 each to be able to play as them. And one of my very generous viewers was donated 500 bits so that I could, which is the equivalent of $5, so that I could buy and try out Stukov. And I've been having a lot of fun as Stukov. As we can see here, Zagara is my highest level hero here at level 13, or highest level commander at level 13, and Raynor is my second highest at level 10. So Stukov is very interesting to me because he is the only hero that doesn't play one of the typical races. He plays his own blend of Terran / Zerg. So his race is completely different, and that's extremely interesting to me, because since 1998, StarCraft has been about Terran, Zerg, and Protoss. Alright? But now you have this just kind of nestled very quietly, very silently in the co-op missions, probably something that's not played very much as far as StarCraft II is concerned. Maybe even a lot of players don't even know about the co-op stuff going on, because I realize that StarCraft is one of these things that has a small but focused audience. So a lot of people may not even know that there are co-op missions, first of all, and in the co-op missions there is one commander who is locked behind a $5 purchase price, who is a fourth completely unique race. I say completely unique even though it's Terran and Zerg combined, but you get to play as Terran and Zerg combined, and that's extremely interesting to me. So I've had a lot of fun playing as Stukov, and I'm not extremely good as him. I'm still learning him, because I have to learn a whole new race, basically, even though it has familiarities with Terran and Zerg, who are my two strongest races right now, the two I've played the most in co-op. Even though it is familiar, I'm familiar with like half of this race and familiar with the other half of this race. Being familiar with it as a whole is just, I don't know, it's a whole lot of fun for me to play. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and ready up, and I have it set to hard difficulty, because hard difficulty is recommended whenever you have a commander at level 7. You can continue to play normal or casual no matter what level your commander is, or brutal even if you're really good. But the game recommends if you're playing at level 7 or higher, you play hard all the way up to level 15. In which case you should probably switch to brutal, because your commander and their abilities do get stronger as you level up. So it is probably a good idea in order to keep the game fun to keep leveling up the difficulty as you go on. So anyway, we're level 8 with Stukov. I've got it set on hard. Let's go ahead and hit ready, and let's get into a match. Alright, so we are loading up the lock and load scenario, or the lock and load mission. The objectives are to capture the celestial locks and to prevent the locks from being overloaded. Here I am on the left, level 8 Stukov, and here is my teammate on the right, a level 10 Phoenix. So we are grouped with Protoss. I guess technically you do have another Protoss race as well. You have the Purifiers here, and they're their own thing, but largely they're Protoss centered. They're not a combination of two races. And we can see Stukov here has got this awesome Apocalypse in the background, as well as all these infested Terrans. So you're going to get to see here this cool blend between Terran and Zerg, and I'm very interested in showing this, which is one of the reasons I'm putting this video up, as well as I just wanted to put some Starcraft up. I just felt like playing some Starcraft. Alright, so here we go. So here we have our infested command center, and I press S to make an SCV, but it pops an egg out instead of starting the training.
Greetings, Commanders. Amon seeks to destroy Ulnar by capturing its celestial locks and allowing their energies to overload. Your objective is to activate all 5 locks. It will take units from both of your armies to do so. Work together and prevail.
For supply, you don't build supply depots, you spawn overlords. As you would expect from a Zerg, although we do have a command center like a Terran. Now, I'm going to try and commentate this as best as I can, while not letting my teammate down here. So as we can see, we've got these locks that we've got to capture and hold. I'm going to put some SCVs, going to make some more infested SCVs. We also have this infested colonist compound, which every 60 seconds produces units for free. Isn't that interesting? We've also got this bar up here with abilities, and we'll get into those later. Making more SCVs. Okay, we'll place a refinery down so we can start getting gas in a little bit, because I'm going to want to put a tech lab on this barracks eventually. Now, you may notice I'm floating a good bit of minerals here, a good number of minerals for this early in the game. I'm going to float those on purpose because I want to reach this 400 mineral mark to evolve this infestation level 1 so that this produces even more units for free periodically. Okay, so we want to do that. So we're going to float those minerals and get them built up as we continue to build up our forces slowly. Now, the barracks gets charges of Marines, and these only cost 25 minerals. We're almost at that 400 mark. I'm going to grab the infestation there. We're going to keep on producing SCVs now.
We need more minerals.
Go over here and scout our expansion area. Keep producing SCVs as we get those. But the barracks produces... I'll go and produce one right now. You press A, 25 minerals. Here comes a Marine, very quickly spawned, but he's got timed life. Okay, I'm actually going to give him an objective here to come take out those areas so that I can begin expanding to there at some other point later. But you can see he's got timed life, so your units are timed. Your infantry units are timed in this one, or with Stukov. You've also got to play this very delicate balancing act between minerals, your army, which lasts only a short time in a lot of cases, and your supply, because you can't supply cap. You don't want to supply cap yourself when you need that supply. He's very unique. It's a very unique way of playing this game. All right, so we've almost got enough SCVs to fully saturate this. I think I'm going to go ahead and plop down that tech lab now, and I think I'm going to get me a factory now so that I can begin teching up. I don't know if I'm going to be using factory units this game. I think I'm going to go bio. I think bio is like one of the most interesting things that you can do with this race, because it functions so much differently from Terran bio, from standard Terran bio. All right, so we're going to go ahead and clear out those. We're going to clear out these rocks, and I've got enough. Hold on, I think they're about to talk. We've got an attack incoming is the thing. That's my teammate over there. Very close to me. We've got Phoenix. Oh, that's Phoenix right there in Taldarin. I guess you get 2 units as him. Alright, so I'm going to set the psi emitter over here, and that leads my units over there, and I'm going to train a ton of timed Marines. So we got a bunch of Marines and a bunch of civilians, and infested Marines and civilians coming up here, and the enemy Protoss, Amon's forces, are going to try and take this lock.
Secure a celestial lock. It will begin to overload if they succeed.
My forces are prepared to mobilize.
More overlords required. Evolution
My apocalypse is
completed.
ready.
So our forces cleared out the zealots that the opposing forces sent. Now we're going to have to try and take out some more of them. Remember, my units are timed. I'm going to have to try and capture this lock with timed units, but I'm able to produce a ton of units in a short amount of time. You see that? Other races aren't able to produce this many units that quickly.
Our allies' presence is required to claim the objective.
Okay, we're going to want to clear out this stuff too. I'm actually going to take these units here and have them destroy the rest of these rocks. I've already got the command center down, which is good. And I'm placing some bunkers. Now, these bunkers are very expensive. They cost 300 minerals, but wait till you see what they can do. They're really, really cool. Alright, we've also got some more economy that we need to build up over here. So let's go ahead and pump out an Overlord or 2 and 3 SCVs. That sounds good. Trying to balance that supply. So now we're trying to collect this, oh, they're waiting on me now. Okay, I need to get a unit up there. Let me go ahead and send an SCV up there. This one right here. This guy's going to finish building this. Could grab the SCV, come over here. Let my teammate know that I'm on the way with an SCV. Okay, there we go. That way we can begin taking that lock. Let's get some more SCVs out. We need a couple of them to go on gas here. There's my compound doing a thing.
Minions are contesting the lock. They will soon gain control of it. A lock has been activated. We must endeavor to keep it that way.
Need an engineering bay. I'm also going to build some barracks out here in the front. Or build some forward barracks out here. Not really in the front, build some forward barracks. Alright, so let's go ahead and uproot our command center. Place it down here, have this bunker take out this.
Control of the celestial lock. It is your objective to take it back before it overloads.
Okay, did we take a lock? I think we took... Oh yeah, we activated this lock. Okay, sweet. Alright, we need our creep to get up here so that I can begin defending it. I'm going to go ahead and place down, if I can, another bunker. Good, we got an infested bunker up right there. And I'm going to grab an SCV from base and have this SCV build another infested bunker. I haven't been able to cover what they can do just yet, but they're extremely useful. Going to have them here. Okay, we've got to worry about getting our expansions up and running right now, so that's what I'm doing. Going to have this happen right here, and pump a ton of SCVs. And we're also going to want to get some more overlords, or an overlord at least. Okay, let's move these guys out right here. We got an incoming attack.
Amon has turned one of Ulnar's constructs to his will. If you can, destroy it and free it from its ill fate.
See what I can do. Alright, so these bunkers actually keep producing infested troopers, and they fill themselves with troopers as well. Not only that, but I can uproot them, and these bunkers can move about. It's extremely useful, and it'll come in handy, especially for a bio build. We have an incoming attack here. We're going to fight them off with our timed units. We got more timed units being pumped out, and we can upgrade again to get 32 at a time for free. And since we have the engineering bay now, we can research plague munitions, which allows our troopers to deal damage over time to anything that they hit. Meanwhile, we're going to keep pumping out SCVs.
The celestial lock will soon be under enemy control.
Okay, so we've got a Celestial Lock over here that's captured, and another one that they're going for. So we're going to have to actually get moving out in those directions pretty soon. Build some more bunkers out here.
We require more minerals.
Just need to get up to 300 minerals total, so I can place down another one. Okay.
Amon's forces have taken control of the celestial lock. Your primary objective is to activate it.
Okay. We'll get to doing that, but first I need to continue building up my economy so I can do the really cool things that Stukov is capable of. I'm building up even more barracks now, so we got 4 barracks total once that one finishes. Okay, so that's good. Also want to make sure and have enough gas. Well, I'm good on gas, actually. We're going to let's go ahead and cancel that for right now. No, we'll let him finish. Okay, and now we have the capability to make a lot of units, a lot of infested units there. So I'm going to make a lot of overlords, as many as I can. I'm going to keep also trying to saturate this base. Our allies' base is threatened over here, huh? Okay. Phoenix teleports over there to do his thing. Okay. And now I think what I can do is I can use this psi emitter right here. I can just press 4 to select my barracks, by the way. And then I can just have it... I can just drop the psi emitter by right-clicking. And that directs all of my newly spawned units to keep going in that direction, which is extremely useful. Alright, we're going to drop down some infested turrets here. Get some more SCVs going. Now, you want to have, with Stukov, you want to have a lot of supply that you are down, because these these timed units take up supply. So you want to have a lot of empty supply with Stukov so that you can use that supply when you need it, because you need to build up those those timed units very quickly. I think there are some other things that I need to be upgrading right now, though, like well, I need to upgrade weapons, of course, but there was something else. I forgot what it was, though. Oh well. Anyway, this tech lab is done. We don't need that tech lab, so we're gonna go ahead and uproot the barracks and we're gonna have the barracks walk. Look at the barracks right there. It's walking. We're gonna walk over to the middle of the map. That's fine. And we need another SCV. Actually, what are all these SCVs doing? We have 13 SCVs not doing anything? Oh, no wonder. Okay. Didn't notice that. Sorry. I apologize if that's the kind of thing that will trigger you, but I am trying to commentate and learn a new race at the same time. Alright, so we're going to grab all of these idle SCVs and have them do their thing.
This cannot go unanswered.
Okay, well, we've got our forces moving out that way. And I have a lot of barracks with a lot of minerals, and that's intentional, because now we're going to spend a lot of those minerals and try and get 77 infested Marines. Look at these barracks doing their thing. And now they're going to go straight to the psi emitter. Look at all of these Marines moving up. They're going to move out to a lock. And here we have an incoming attack, but we're just going to go ahead and dominate this attack real quick. We've got some civilians coming over here too. Very easy to destroy these targets with this many units. So we're moving out, so this attack is going to do nothing to us. That's why I wanted to build the barracks out in the middle over there. See, now that creep has actually spread out here this far. Oh, that's another thing. Stukov spreads creep across the map infinitely. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. His command centers do that. That's pretty cool. Got an SCV out here who can do that. Who can keep building things. Alright, so our bio units are continually producing at the barracks, and we can just keep popping them out as eggs. So minerals are an extremely important part of Stukov's bio build or bio setup.
Without our allies' presence.
Okay, so we're actually going to go ahead and open up this lock. We got a ton of units, and they're about to expire right now. Here they go. Now we still want a ton of minerals. Actually, we've got a lot of. We need to open up some Overlord space, so we're going to spend our minerals on Overlords right now.
Deploying onto the front line.
Another lock is now under our control.
The objective is ours.
I'm going to pick up an armory. I don't think I need it, but I'm going to pick it up just in case. Just in case there's an upgrade there I'm not sure of. I definitely want to be able to use my barracks very efficiently, though. Alright, so now we have an attack coming in over here. We're going to drop that psi emitter and produce a ton of units to defend against this attack. We can see that the barracks plops out a ton of eggs, and here come all of our units now. Now, with all these units still on board, or still in play, we are going to right-click the psi emitter over here so that my units all move toward that lock. They're going to go take that. Without a doubt, they're going to go and take that, which is pretty awesome. Now, I'm building up minerals over here. I have a lot of gas. I need to be able to spend this gas. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you some things more than just bio. We're going to place down another factory. Yeah, our ally requires our assistance. Okay, over there. I can get something over there. Let's get this one SCV over there. Is he done? Yes, he's done. I'm going to get my SCV over there. Let my ally know that I'm on the way. We also require his assistance to capture this lock, though, so that's a shame. We're going to go capture his lock first, though. Actually, I have some units right here we can use to capture that. Okay, well, with this SCV here, that's a good thing, because now we're going to have him drop down a lot of bunkers that are going to supply themselves. That's going to take him a while to actually build those. I usually like to have 2 or 3 SCVs building bunkers, because Stukov's bunkers take a long time. So we're actually going to have these guys doing that, too. And we're going to need to replace them with more SCVs over here. Okay, and we're pretty well saturated over here as well. We don't need any more on gas, definitely not. Okay, now we're going to make some... Oh, we can't make one of those guys yet. We're going to try and make an overseer. We need a starport just to make overseers for detection in case we need it. And I'm going to drop down some tech labs onto these factories here. Now, factory and starport units are not timed. You can make some pretty cool stuff that is not timed. So you can have some standard units available.
Claim the objective without our allies' presence.
We need our ally here. We got this lock already. Oh, it says I'm required. Okay. Let me grab this SCV. Have him stop doing that. Can I get him to stop building? halt. Okay, halt construction of that structure and get over here. I did this wrong. There we go.
We have managed to reclaim 3 of the 5 locks. 2 more and our battle is won.
Okay, we still need our buddy over here. Okay, he's here.
To capture a celestial lock.
Build another bunker here and another bunker here. We want as many of those bunkers around as possible because they continually produce units over and over again. Alright, we're going to use our ability on this bunker here. This second ability on the bunker quickly heals the structure and makes it produce broodlings. You can see the broodlings are coming out of the bunker and down the ramp to go attack those units. It also quickly healed up the bunker. It's an incredibly good defensive ability. So we're defending in that way. That's also why we want lots of bunkers around these celestial locks. Stukov is fantastic at defensive maps like this. Okay. Say that I was trying to say okay and so at the same time. It came out say okay. All right. We're gonna go ahead and do this and place some more of those. So we want defensive structures out there, and we've got a ton of minerals. Again, that is by design. I'm going to select my barracks now, and we're going to right-click the psi emitter over there, and then we are going to produce a ton of marines. The hive cluster is under attack over here. I'm going to drop the heal on it. So there's the heal that also produces broodlings. Off they go. It's good stuff. Now there's an upgrade at the command center I can purchase here. Yes, increases the number of broodlings spawned by infest structure by 50%. We're going to grab that. We're also going to grab pneumatized carapace. Well, maybe we'll grab that later. Oh, Phoenix. Phoenix is in a lot of trouble over there. Phoenix moved out a little bit too far. And then came right back like no problem. No problem, buddy. Anyway, we got our forces moving out here so we can capture this lock. We're going to need to get some SCVs out there. Now, one thing I probably want to do... No, I'm okay with my barracks being right there, actually. Let me go ahead and make a ton of SCVs here.
The 5 locks are under our control. Only 1 remains.
So I've got 3 SCVs coming out here to build some more defensive structures, and we're going to get our units moving.
Half of Olnar's energies have become volatile and unstable. The locks must be activated.
Okay, not bad, not bad. So I've got good defense around much of these. Yeah, I think we're okay in pretty much all regards. I've also got the Apocalypse that I haven't showed you folks yet, and that's an incredibly awesome unit. We're going to go for this Zelnaga construct. We can see it on the minimap where I'm hovering the mouse. This is the optional objective. I'm going to place my psi emitter right here.
I may have underestimated our opponent.
There, we're going to place our psi emitter right there, and that's going to get all of our free units and all of our timed units moving out there. So I'm going to select my barracks now, and I'm going to hit A. I'm going to hold A to train, apparently, a lot of marines that are going to spawn, and then they're going to move out to that location. And as they move out there, okay, this is a set of units that was timing out already, so they're just moving out, doing whatever damage they can. And here comes the fresh new set of forces. As they move out, I'm also going to drop the Apocalypse with them. I'm going to go and press 4 and train up some more marines. The Apocalypse is going to lead the way here. Here we go. Boom. Now, I can also hit infest structure on their own pylon, and that creates broodlings.
Forces to my location.
Going to infest my allies' photon cannons here. The photon cannons still fire, and they get healed, and broodlings come out of my allies' photon cannons to deal with these colossi here.
Destroy the construct. Amon can no longer use it against us.
Okay.
Is that all that it was?
Initiating mass recall.
Okay.
Our allies are in
Cloaked
combat.
units. Very clever. Deploy our detection.
Cloaked units, okay. This is why I built a starport earlier, because I need starport tech in order to make overseers. And these are your typical Zerg overseers that... oh man, I didn't get pneumatized
Our ally
carapace.
requires our presence to claim the objective.
Okay, we're going to get some detectors out there, but they're going to move pretty slowly. I think I'll have them follow Phoenix. Yeah, I'll have them follow Phoenix.
Our allies are in combat. We need more minerals.
And I'm going to infest this this opposing...
Our allies are in combat.
Oh wait, we just got to get to the lock and we win, actually. All we got to do is get to the lock and we win. That's all we got to do now.
I am recalling our warriors now.
Wait, why are you recalling?
Each lock activates
We got it.
Amon's progress.
GG! Okay, so we finished up that lock.
Area secure. This takes me back to my days in the UED.
The United Earth
All
Directorate.
5 celestial locks have been activated. Amon will be unable to bypass them again. Well done, commanders. Ulnar is saved.
Okay, well, I realized I was floating a ton of gas in that mission, and I can tell you that that's usually not the case whenever I play Stukov. I usually build a starport and or factories so that I can use their very expensive gas units. You can build really cool things that I didn't get to show in this video, like infested siege tanks, which are extremely cool because they have this burrow ability that effectively lets them burrow into the ground and instantly pop up anywhere on the map. These are siege tanks, and they function like Terran siege tanks in that you can siege mode them up, and then they launch very powerful attacks, just like Terran siege tanks do. But the infested variety, Stukov's variety of siege tanks, they need to consume the infested infantry units that he has in order to load up some of those shots, those paka, the long-range shots. But even their standard attack functions sort of like a crawler, one of the ground defensive units. I forget what it's called. You've got the spore crawlers and you've got the sunken crawlers. I know they're sunken colonies, whatever. But anyway, they have these long spiked tentacles that attack things. It's just really cool. I didn't get to showcase those in this one because I decided to go mostly bio so I could show the massive swarming potential that Stukov has. But maybe I'll do another video that shows off like some mech play with Stukov, because you can do mech as well, which is really, really cool and fun. In any case, let's go ahead and tag that score screen so that we can see all the stats and different things like that you can see in a co-op game. It's very interesting to take a look at that stuff. Later on, you're going to get to see me get some experience for Stukov here, too. And like I said, you do gain levels with these commanders, and you unlock different abilities and things. We just unlocked the Infested Factory upgrade cache, which unlocks the following upgrades at the Infested Factory Tech Lab. It shows you the 2 upgrades that you get there. And then we see, of course, the types of experience we got. We got the mission XP, we got bonus objective XP, random mission bonus, and difficulty bonus. And we've also got stats. You can see the stats between you and your teammate. And you can see a big difference in the number of units produced. Look at that! Number of units produced versus his 78. But that's okay, because Phoenix, like I said, each of these races, each of these commanders plays their race very differently than you would expect. He was a Protoss player, but I have a feeling that the Phoenix style of play doesn't involve training a lot of units. It involves using your heroes and their abilities a lot, because I saw a lot of Protoss Purifier heroes on the map there, and I'm not sure how Phoenix actually functions, but I'm certain that it revolves mostly around heroes and less around production. But you can see there's a stark difference right there. Units and structures killed, 122 to 118, and you've got resources gathered. We were both very close on that. But yeah, it shows you the different types of things, like damage dealt by Phoenix suits, damage dealt by champions. I didn't have Phoenix suits or champions, so I got 0 on that one. But he didn't have monstrosities or infested infantry, so he doesn't get these stats, but it shows you the damage dealt by monstrosities and infested infantry too. My biggest thing was that I just wanted to try and show as much as I could about Stukov in this mission, while also playing fairly decently. I hope you StarCraft experts out there will not be too harsh as far as how much minerals and gas I was floating. Like I said, the minerals were intentional, and the gas was just something I didn't really get a chance to spend all that much. But I feel like I still did pretty well, while not letting my opponent down and producing some, hopefully, some pretty interesting commentary and a pretty interesting video. So anyway, I hope you folks enjoyed this. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you folks next time.